Well, all right, folks. Well, it's finally time for the first mow of the front yard. So I already did a mow the other day, but it was really thin, and I was just trying to figure out where we were based off of all the rain. We had literally 6 days of torrential rains here. So we're gonna get an actual legitimate mow in today because it's at that right height. And what I don't want is for the perennial ryegrass to start falling over. And then it just makes it really hard to mow, and then I'd have to get my big mower in there to get the section up. You know, long story, I just don't want to do that. So I want to make sure I use my manual reel because it's nice and light, and I can do that multiple times. The goal here is to mow every couple days, but that obviously isn't necessarily possible depending on weather. We have 2 weeks of amazing weather coming up, so that shouldn't be a problem. But today's the first one, so here we go. I want to give you a quick tour of both my lawn and my brother-in-law's lawn so you guys can see the progress. Still a little thin in spots, but it's green and it looks amazing as you can see from behind me. So let's take a quick look. You can see right in here it's a little bit thin, but overall it looks really good. I mean, my lawn is not looking bad at all. For the most part, it's level, nothing's really settled. I mean, like I said, we had 6 days of pretty torrential rains, and it didn't settle very much at all, and it's in really, really good shape. So I'm pretty happy with it. Even back there in the corner where I was getting some dry spots, it's actually all green at this point. As for my brother-in-law's house, he didn't fare as well. He got a lot of runoff from that big rainstorm, and you can see a couple of like spots right there. Over in the front, it's the same thing, and then you see a couple streaks here. I don't know if we missed that when we were seeding or what happened, but I mean, it's not terrible, and I think it'll fill in. And don't forget, we've got Kentucky bluegrass coming in. It's just going to take a little while. We're probably about a week, maybe 2 weeks away from that. So that's where we are right now. So we're just going to go ahead and do our first mow and see how it looks afterwards. I'll come back here in a second. So first impression, I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, it's thin in a few spots, but you can see where it's really starting to thicken up. It's only been, you know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, 2 weeks actually. And so, I mean, it's doing really well for 2-week-old lawn. So let's keep going. So you can even see a little bit of striping going on. As I was mowing, you can kind of see it's still a little thin, but from the distance you can see my footprints, you can see a little bit of stripes. We're getting there. I think we're going to be there sooner than I was thinking, but really waiting on that Kentucky bluegrass. Again, we are probably at least a week or two before we see anything happening there, but we are hopeful. If we have to overseed it again, we will, but for now, this will do. It's better than the brown. All right, folks, well, first mow is in the books, and it actually looks pretty good. I mean, you can tell from the GoPro that was mounted on my head that the grass is still a little thin. But again, we're just 2 weeks out from actual planting of the seed. 2 weeks yesterday. So I'd say in 2 weeks, plus all the rain, plus everything else that's gone on, I think that we're doing pretty good. We actually started our backyard yesterday. I've got that video coming out pretty soon. And then we'll actually be able to monitor how that does compared to this. The weather looks really good for the next couple weeks. So I think we're gonna be in good shape for both lawns. But we shouldn't have any washout, fingers crossed, just because I can't do that again. I already told my wife, if the backyard washes out again, we're done. We're just gonna order a bunch of sod and do tall fescue back there and just be done with it, because I can't keep doing it. But I've got I'm hoping and praying that this is the one. So stick around and see what happens there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the progress that's going on. If you like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if I've earned your subscription, and for all the people that actually subscribe and don't subscribe, either one, if you're watching this video, I just really appreciate your time. But if you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit that bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great week, everybody.